Welcome back to the Melanin Wellness Podcast. I'm your host, Corey. This is part 3 of our Love Lessons from Grandma series, and today we're talking about something that stays in constant rotation, especially on social media, and that's aging well. The conversation around who's aging well and who isn't is always up for debate, but it got me to thinking about something deeper. How you age, both inside and out, is often a reflection of how you feel about yourself. So today, let's talk about what aging well really looks like and why pouring love and care into yourself matters more than we're sometimes willing to admit. The top of my grandmother's dresser and bathroom sink looked like it held at least 100 beauty products. I'm sure it wasn't quite that many, but as a child, everything feels larger than life. She had creams, lotions, makeup, perfumes, and a huge jar of Vaseline, which, let's be real, is a Black household staple. I have several jars in my house as I am recording this. My grandmother told me that she had been using Vaseline to moisturize since she was a child. She'd used it on my mother, my aunts and uncles, and then on me. I can remember wintertime specifically. She would slather it all over my arms, hands, and face as a barrier against the bitter cold. I hated it back then, but we all had buttery, soft, smooth skin. So I guess that gives a little credence to a good jar of Vaseline. Even when my grandmother passed at 83, she still had some of the softest skin I've ever felt. She was a cosmetologist for many years, so I remember her hair always being fire and her skin always being on point. She didn't wear makeup every day, but baby, when she did, listen, it was tea. Even for then. But what I didn't see much of was regular exercise or intentional nutrition, at least not until she got older. And that really stood out to me as I became an adult and started raising children of my own. It started me thinking about what example was I setting for my future generations. As she aged, though, she began experiencing some health issues, many of which were directly connected to long-term lifestyle habits. And one of those challenges was type 2 diabetes, which has become one of the far too common ailments in the Black community. While family history can increase our risk, other factors like weight gain, poor diet, smoking, chronic stress, and inactivity play a major role as well. And it wasn't just her. All of her siblings developed type 2 diabetes, and one of my great uncles lost both of his legs to complications from it. I made a quiet vow to myself watching this, that I would do everything within my control to not let that be my fate. It's interesting how what we witness teaches us either to repeat or what to do differently. My decision to love my body from the inside out, starting with what I eat and how I move, was shaped by my watching my grandmother and many of my elders not do so much. On the outside, they aged like fine wine, smooth skin, and a glow that could not be taught. But internally, years of fatty and processed foods, high sodium diets, and lack of regular movement eventually caught up with them. And it's important to say this with compassion. Many of our elders were in survival mode. Diet and exercise weren't inclusive spaces, and they weren't marketed to Black communities in ways that felt accessible or safe. But our generation learned something important. When you know better, you do better. Loving yourself so that you age well is about more than aesthetics. It's a lifestyle. And contrary to what some people believe, living a healthy lifestyle doesn't mean deprivation. I eat what I want. I enjoy myself fully. It's about balance and moderation. I give my body what it needs mentally, physically, spiritually, and nutritionally. And in return, it rewards me with strength, energy, and health so that I can live my life the way that I choose. I don't live this way to spite my grandmother. I live this way to honor her. Taking care of myself is not a rejection of her sacrifices. It is because of her example that I have the opportunity to choose differently, one day at a time. Now, if this episode hit home for you, I've got 2 free ways to support you on your journey to loving yourself and aging well. First, I have a fitness channel with mobility and strength workouts that you can do at home in relatively short periods of time. And second, I have a free holistic nutrition cheat sheet with healthier swaps for some of our favorite foods, still delicious, just more supportive of our bodies. Both links will be in the show notes for you. Take what you need, leave the rest. Until next time. You're still here. Okay, we're besties now. Grandma may not have always lived what she preached, but she did understand the importance of taking care of yourself. She used to say, you need to quit eating all that junk because your body gonna tell on you. Honestly, those are words to live by. See ya.